Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is a bonus video in case you didn't notice. My channel does say I upload Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm actually looking to up that right now. So we're definitely starting that off with today being a bonus video day. Um, Welcome back to part 2 of the Husband Dream House. I will have it uploaded to the exchange. All my information will be in the description box below. I did kind of forget to mention that in the last video. Here you can actually see me putting in the paint. I told you that as soon as I could get a straight answer out of him of what he wanted, that's what would be in this house. And he said he wanted brown paint. And so it actually ended up looking really nice. And he said he wanted black paint on the outside. And again, wish I was making this up. That's what he asked for. That's what he's getting. So this part is a little bit longer. I didn't realize it was longer by about 13 minutes. So you can kind of see that it ended up extending the time. And so today we're doing the basement and we're putting in all the little accents. And here is the bomb shelter that he had requested. As soon as I can actually get moving. And I also kind of made it like a bit of a man cave downstairs. And so, oh, and the last thing that he had asked me for was a pool table. So that's also going in the man cave here. Like I said, there was 2 baths, 2 full baths, 2 bedrooms, and 2 half baths. There's a half bath on the first floor, there's a half bath in the basement floor, and then in the bomb shelter there is also a full bath. And there is also a relatively full-size kitchen in it, and there is room for 2 people. So there is room for 2 people in the quote-unquote bomb shelter. So and so with me making this a man cave downstairs, I did decide I wanted to do some things that were more comfy. So I ended up choosing a couch that looked more comfortable, not just a nice couch. I wanted it to look like it was actually comfortable to sit in and actually was nice, and like people actually wanted to be there and wanted to sit there. So here I am. I did make, like I said, with this being a man cave and everything, I did make sure to put the arcade machines in. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like I'd be down there playing on the arcade machines too anyway. But so I did end up picking out the pool table for him. I did end up picking out the stereo because he also likes to listen to a lot of music. So, and see, I even remembered the smoke detector in the bomb shelter. I was so proud of myself. And I'm trying to also make sure I don't forget anything else that was major. So I got all the sinks in, got all that stuff done. And I also ended up putting some extra seating in downstairs in the man cave. So this way there was a place for people to sit when they were watching everybody play pool. And I did also put a couch in there next to the moving bookcase because I kind of wanted to look like there wasn't actually anything there. Because, I mean, unless you live in this house, I mean, you're the only one that's actually going to know that something's there. I mean, we can clearly see that there's something there, but, outside Sims can't tell. I mean, or can they? I don't know. Anyway, so I did make sure to put in that moving bookcase so it doesn't actually look like there's an actual door. This way it is kind of hidden there. And so because I did make it a bookcase, I put a couch next to it to kind of create that facade and make it continue to look like it doesn't actually exist. Like I said, and here I am just kind of putting in some of the accents in the kitchen, in the bathrooms. Because I told you this part was going to be the painting of the walls, the downstairs, and then putting in all the accents, putting in the landscaping, the walkways outside. And so I ended up picking out a lot of items for the kitchen. And if you actually saw our house, you would actually see the fact there is a lot of stuff on the kitchen counters. Now, what we actually have here, I could have put on the counters here, but with the fact that if you put a deep fryer in the house, all that Sims cook is something from the deep fryer, which drives me absolutely bananas. I decided, you know what? No, we're not putting that in there. And you can see I actually did end up putting a wedding arch outside, which I know sounds kind of silly, but we actually have our wedding arch from when we got married. It actually is outside. It's actually we're using it as a trellis for our rose bushes. And because this is a man cave and there is a bar downstairs, I wanted to make sure that they had liquor bottles lining the back wall there. Because I was trying to just pick accents for the living room, and I kept finding, no, this will look better here, no, this will look better there. I mean, I ended up looking and picking out so much stuff, and I couldn't decide, because I was just like, oh man, I want this, and I want this, and I want, and oh no, that'll look right there, and like I said in the last episode, he also has like a super green thumb. Like that aspiration that you can get, he's freaking got it. And you'll end up actually seeing here in just a second that CD rack I just ended up putting in. I was like, you know what, that actually looks better over in the room that has game systems in it. So this way you can kind of use it as more a DVD and game rack instead. And I end up actually putting something there completely different entirely. So, oh, and I made sure to put his toolbox there because he actually he has a huge amount of tools, which are also currently stranded around my office. I mean, I was pretty much just looking at everything. I also made sure I got some desk props for my desk. Oh, and I also made sure he got the a fish tank because he loves having fish. And I wanted to do the big giant window that has the big ol' aquarium, but apparently since it's a basement wall, you can't do that. So I kind of went fine. I'll settle for the actual aquarium. So he actually has a real aquarium down there. I mean, I guess I could have put it in next to the stairs, but that would have been kind of impractical to get to, you know. I could have put that in, but it wouldn't have worked out for anybody involved. So, would have looked kind of cool, but it wouldn't have worked out for anybody involved. And I didn't end up actually putting that many accents on the kitchen, or on, not on the kitchen, on the bathroom counters. And I keep looking at that porch now as I'm recording the voiceover, and I just recorded the voiceover for the last video, for part one. Because I could kind of have this all together, strung together. Anyway, and I'm still so mad at myself about the fire pit. I am so mad at myself about that because I wanted that so bad in there and I didn't put it in there. I might just end up putting it in there before I upload it to the exchange. But I think I already did export it, which means I'll just end up having to delete it. But I'll probably just see about just adding it in there. It'll look really cool, but I think it's because I got distracted by everything else I put outside, and I ended up putting a lot of stuff outside, and it looked really nice. So, I mean, there is that. And I kept fighting with that stupid medicine cabinet. I'm like, no, I want to hear. No, I want to hear. Nope, nope. And like I said, in this one, I wanted everything to be perfect. So I was just fiddling around with everything, and I ended up picking out this nice antique lamp here because he kind of likes those kind of lamps. So, and that's kind of what I was working with. I was like, you know what? I know he likes this, and I know he likes that, and so I was just kind of going off what I already knew. So, ended up putting in some accents in the guest bedroom and in the master bedroom. And I don't know if you ended up catching that. I ended up putting a little mermaid rock in on the dresser. Partially just so this way, I mean, he's never going to play this game, but in case he did, it's a little reminder of me because when I was playing around with names for the channel, I was actually playing around with like Jazmine'sSim. I was playing around with like Jazmine'sSim, which I don't know. I could end up changing that down the line anyway, but it's just kind of like a nickname, I guess, quote unquote, for me. So I wanted to make sure he had that mermaid rock there because I was actually named after the Little Mermaid. No joke, it's my mom's favorite story. So you meet my mom and she will tell you that story exactly, especially if you ask her. Oh yeah, and he had also been asking about having axes and swords on the walls and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know how I'm going through this all over again, and I'm seeing all the stuff that I had been looking for, and I'm just finding it so easily. Oh, and of course, because this is a dream house, I was like, you know what? We're gonna screw with some people here. So I ended up putting one of those magical changing paintings in the guest bedroom, which I thought would be kind of fun. Yeah, and then see, I also got the that set of swords there up on the wall. I was trying to find some, I guess, quote unquote manly paintings. I don't really like using those terms, but you know what, whatever. I didn't think a big old poster of a girl band was really gonna fly, but I mean, it might have. You never know. So here I am. I'm gonna finally design the outdoors. He likes to do a lot of grilling. He likes to be outside, doing all that kind of stuff. So I made sure that there was an actual full outside outdoor kitchen, and I also made sure that there was a hot tub because he did also request a hot tub. So I made sure that there was some of that stuff that he had requested put in there. So just in my drawing, I did not have room for it. My drawing only has so many squares on a page, and so kind of ended up working with what I had. And I also made sure, just as kind of a surprise between me and you before he sees this, did end up putting in a pizza oven there, a brick oven, so we could have that. And I ended up putting in this nice little stone wall all the way around, just to kind of give it some privacy. And I realized right about now a gate right there would have been really nice, seeing as I ended up putting parking in there, and I just there's no way to actually get there. And like I said, since he does like to do a lot of outdoor entertaining, I also made sure that I did end up putting in a very large table outside. He had actually he was telling somebody on our uh, one of our pool teams that he wanted a table that would seat 18, which I don't think this table seats 18. It seats 6, 12, 14. Unfortunately, that's going to have to be close enough because I was running out of room. So I don't know where he's going to get all this room for in our backyard for a table that seats 18. But I mean, go for it, babe. I love you. That's all I'm going to say. And so, of course, because I didn't want this, I like the grass, but it just seems kind of impractical. It'd be kind of annoying to get out of the hot tub and then you just step immediately onto grass. Personally, I would just find that annoying because then you get like lawn clippings and you get bugs and all sorts of crap in your hot tub, or you drag it into the house because your feet are wet. And then I also made sure to put out some flowers out front. I made sure to move the mailbox and the trash can up closer to the door, so it's not that quite far of a walk. And so with that wedding arch, like I said, because we do have ours for as a trellis for our rose bushes, and I wanted to put actual rose bushes in under the thing, but it said no. So I kind of just went for like the biggest plants I could find that I could put in there. That would kind of look like roses. This way it looked kind of like what we have. And I'm so terrible at doing this. I used to be so good, and I'm so terrible at like drawing straight lines with this now. I don't know if it's just because of the mouse that I have, which it could be. It totally could be. I went to one of the just the regular handhelds. I used to have a trackball, which they're still my favorite, but they're very uncommon nowadays. So, but I wanted to make sure that there was also some parking outside. So this way there was a place for cars to go. And that's just kind of the way I ended up having to put it. And so, like I said, since he's got that green thumb there, I also made sure to put in some more flowers, some more trees. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff around this house. All sorts of little plants all over the place, which I'm sure he would just love and enjoy. And I made sure to put in lots and lots and lots of lighting. Especially seeing as I'm usually pretty bad about that with my videos. I'm still kind of working on them just to try and figure out how to get the lighting to work properly because it kind of doesn't at the moment. I think it might be something with my computer settings, and I've changed around some of my settings, and with the new videos I've recorded, they look better. But I had actually recorded this prior to me changing a whole bunch of settings, so it was still going to be pretty dark. I did make sure to also lighten up the video though, so this way you can actually see everything that I am doing. So, and it's not that I was trying. I wasn't necessarily trying to be cheap when it came to the lights. I just wanted something kind of simple to go with. And plus, technically, like the lampshade, like matches everything else. And I made sure there was lots of light down in the bomb shelter, so this way they can always see. Gotta make sure we highlight those alcohol bottles. And I almost ended up putting a couple of different lights up there. And then I decided on this light above the pool table because you always gotta have your light above the pool table. Made sure I put one right above the arcade machines. Put in some extra lights above the stairs. And then you'll see me just kind of finishing up with all the outdoor lights. That's gonna end up wrapping this up. Again, this is just my husband's dream home. I kind of just drew it out for him. Go ahead and leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and TheSimStreet.com. And like I said at the beginning, that information is down in the description box below, so you don't have to try and keep up. And with all that said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to catch more videos like this, catch my challenges, and you guys have a wonderful day.